Alright guys, welcome to Those Were the Days. I am Mike with Mike W Productions, as you may know, and if you don't, well, welcome to the channel. We are doing a little series of Season 1 of All in the Family, also known as Archie Bunker. If you guys haven't seen this series, what? How have you not seen Archie Bunker? Archie Bunker, All in the Family, is one of those 70s staples that was replayed on multiple channels for reruns, especially ones like Nick at Night at one point, I believe, and TV Land, which used to play all of the old movies before it rebooted itself, because the old movies, I guess, the old TV shows were getting too old. But, yeah. So, this one is a little more controversial. That's why I picked it, because controversy is fun. So, for me, it's not so much that it's just controversial, but it's also bringing comedic value to the controversy. Plus, you're getting a far left, a far right, if you will, and more of a center view on things, because Archie is kind of a far right leaning, racist, bigoted person, but he's also very ignorant. So he kind of has a way about him that's innocently dumb, if you will. Okay. Then you have his daughter and his wife, who are kind of more centered middle grounders. They get why he believes what he believes, and they also get why Meathead, who is the far left leaning person, believes what he believes as well. So, with that being said, let's jump into All in the Family. This one's going to be interesting. It is about blood. So here we go. They're playing Monopoly. Monopoly, funny enough, was supposed to be more of a non-Monopoly game. You were supposed to actually help your community more than buy up all of the community. So, pretty interesting.
It's not out in the real world. It's only a game.
So is life a game, buddy boy. Whether you play the game in here or you play it out there, you gotta play it to win, right?
Fair.
Where did we hear that, Archie? Was it on Mannix or the Bold Ones?
And you haven't answered Michael's question yet. Are you going with him to the blood bank tomorrow morning?
The blood bank? No.
Ready?
Uh-oh.
Last week you'd go with me.
I changed my mind. I ain't giving none of my blood unless I know who's gonna be on the receiving end of it.
What's the difference?
The difference is, some radical blows up a building, right? He gets shot. He needs a transfusion. Well, he ain't gonna get none of Archie Bunker's blood.
Yeah, that was actually happening back then. There were some really radical people against the war.
I'm the wife. I can't take time off. I can't go to bed.
Will you stifle yourself?
No, stifle, not sniffle.
You know, I'm very, very susceptible to colds, Edith. Really, now. I mean, ever since the war, the big one.
The big one.
Hey, Archie, not the big war routine again, huh?
The big war made a lot of people very sick.
And dead.
We know you get the only war-connected head colds in the country.
Yeah, well, I am rich. You know, the man is rich who can enjoy himself in the bosom of his family, huh?
It's like a fortune cookie.
A man is rich who can enjoy himself. You know who said that? Marcus Welby, yeah?
TV show, I bet.
How do you know that the blood he finally gets won't be William Buckley's?
Because.
Oh, I gotta go to jail.
Making solitary confinement, huh? Because Bill Buckley would never give no blood of his to some radical who was blowing up buildings.
Archie, if Buckley's blood is in a bank, he's not going to know.
Blood is blood. It's all the same, no matter who it comes from.
No matter who it comes from. You hear that? You send them out to get a normal education, they come back with all these subversions. Where did they get it? Huh?
I can't talk. I'm in solitary.
Okay, wow. Playing that up.
Well, let me tell you something, little girl. Blood is like anything else in life. You got your good, you got your bad.
At least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
Filthy little mudblood.
Call me a mudblood.
He did not.
What's a mudblood?
It means dirty blood. Mudblood's a really foul name for someone who is muggle-born, someone with non-magic parents, someone like me.
Archie, I don't want to argue with you. I'm just stating a fact. All blood is the same.
Well, if all blood is the same, let me ask you this. How come they ain't got no Swedes in the mafia? Because your Italians got a lock on it, that's why. It's in their blood. The same way it's in your black's blood to do the Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh, man.
Big fact. You take any 2 pints of blood.
Yeah, anything.
Any 2 pints of blood, and assuming that both donors are healthy and the types match, those 2 pints of blood are interchangeable.
Yep.
Right.
You want my reaction? Commie propaganda, pure and simple.
Wow, okay. All right. Right. It's her turn.
I got some of the same blood in me as Katharine Hepburn. I'm just as surprised as you to hear me say that. If you were a kid and you could get a piece of ice off of one of them trucks.
He's like, come on, hurry up.
Right on this iron part that was sticking out of the back end of the truck. Oh, and I don't remember this part too good because I passed out. But blood, before they got me to the hospital, they had to give me a transfusion.
Okay, but how does that connect with you getting this famous person's blood?
I was in the hospital. Katharine Hepburn was in there too.
Okay.
And to make a long story short,
A long story less long.
days after he donated blood to me, the same man donated blood to Katharine Hepburn.
So you got some random guy's blood, not her blood.
Something's wrong with the story, Mom.
That they put some of the same blood in me as they put in Katharine Hepburn.
Okay. Ooh, when someone gives, someone lives. Oh, an Asian guy.
You see that guy there? What's he doing here?
Oh,
The chink over there.
Oh,
Oh, he ain't gonna give no blood here.
what are you talking about? That's what everybody's here for.
Get out of here. He's an Oriental. That's a yellow race.
oh.
Look, there's an Irishman with green blood. Hey, look over there. There's Governor Rockefeller.
Where?
There, the guy with the blue blood.
Now, look over there now. He ain't here to give blood at all.
He's the doctor.
I bet down in Chinatown they got a chinky Red Cross taking blood for their own people.
Oh.
What do you mean, They must have the same thing up in Harlem, too.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Bunker, how's it going?
Oh, hiya, Lionel. How are you?
Lionel, how you doing? Imagine meeting you down here at the blood bank. Oh, he's all right, Lionel. He just didn't expect to see a black man down here giving blood.
Argument out of it. I bet he ain't down here to give blood at all. He's down here to do some kind of an odd job, right, Lionel?
Oh, yeah, I sweeps up. Poor Mike.
Huh?
They get all confused, don't they? You goody-goody white liberals. You tell them all men are brothers. You tell them we all come from the same garden. Right away, they think we all got the same blood. Ain't that ridiculous?
I know Ollie's like screwing with Archie.
I mean, if they start pumping our blood into you white folks, well, who knows what might happen? You could all turn black.
Well, I tell you, Lionel, I think there's some doubt about that.
You wouldn't want to chance it, would you?
No. The human heart is the most important, the most emotional organ in your body.
Most emotional organ in your body.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to make, Archie. The heart is a machine. That's why they can give you a new one nowadays when the old one packs up. It's just like a car.
It ain't like a car! Take that dentist down there in South Africa, the Jewish guy. Every organ in his body was Jewish. You check me up on that if you don't believe me. They put a Christian heart in the guy. Now, you know all them Orthodox Jewish organs have to reject that Christian heart.
What?
No, this is another one. Remember, they put the black man's heart in the white body.
Right.
Now, you know those poor blacks in South Africa don't have their civil rights the way we do up here.
Right.
So, can you imagine that poor white body walking around with that black heart? I mean, the poor man wouldn't even know what restroom to use.
Oh, man.
What do you mean me? You got a lot of other people here.
Follow me, please. Lionel, you don't know what trouble you start when you put them on like that.
Yeah, you're right. I really ought to stop it, but I just can't resist the temptation. You know?
Like, let me know when you're about to put the needle in, huh?
It is in.
Huh?
It is in.
They scream at the side of the needle and all that?
She's like, whatever, dude.
I was in the Army Air Corps. Over in the war, the big war, you know.
The big war.
You wouldn't be one of them senoritas, would you? Let me know, will you, when you're taking the needle out?
It is out.
Huh?
It is out.
Yeah, there's no sense in making a fuss about taking a little blood out of there, huh?
Oh, wow. Yeah, they do take kind of a lot.
Is that mine?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, boy. Oh. Well, his arm might have stopped bleeding.
They overdone it. They left me weak, that's all. Look at these two arms now. This one here is thinner than that one.
Okay.
Oh, he never did trust doctors. I think it's because he don't like to pay them.
That might be true.
And you gotta go when he calls.
Right, but...
Modern medicine saves you.
Right.
Now you just imagine yourself. You're up there in heaven. And you gotta give that heart back up there, right? And now you gotta start looking around for your own one. Now what do you think you're gonna find? You think these doctors took care of it for you? Oh no, not on your life. They just threw it into a pail with all the rest of the spare parts.
He's mixing spiritual and physical, and it's just not meshing very well.
It's in a pail. And you're up there in heaven with a hole in your chest.
Oh, come on. And that is All in the Family this episode. Let's talk about it. Alright guys, so that was All in the Family, also known as Archie Bunker, and yeah, the blood episode. So, if you guys have seen Harry Potter, you know that they dive into mud blood, which is basically bad blood, or blood that is not pure wizard, if you will. I saw kind of a contrast in this with that. Now, the way that they described it is that, yes, you can get blood from anybody, as long as, one, it's your type, because that they actually didn't really mention, but you do have a blood type, and as long as that person's blood is healthy, meaning that they don't have any bloodborne pathogens, or HIV, or also known as AIDS. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much true. Nowadays, they do filter out the blood as well.
First, test tubes of your blood get sent to a lab to identify any infectious diseases and blood type. At the same time, your pint of blood, or unit as it's called, goes into a giant spinning centrifuge where it's separated into 3 different components.
There was a show that I was watching recently where it was the original Little Rascals, and one of the Little Rascals, after they grew up, died of bad blood. The person had some kind of infectious something in their blood.
Darlahood. Darla faced a harrowing end when she suffered a surprise heart attack. When she went to the hospital for a simple appendectomy, the blood they used for infusion was contaminated with hepatitis.
So you still have to be a little bit careful, but the overall story is, you know, the good blood, the healthy blood, doesn't hurt anyone. I just saw the contrast of Harry Potter versus this as kind of the same racist / bigoted ideology, because he wasn't just saying, why is it bigoted, not just racist? Well, he wasn't just saying, you know, this person. He was saying not just black people, he was saying black people and certain types of white people and Spanish people and all sorts of other people. You know what I mean? And Chinese people. So he wasn't just referring to black blood. He was referring to anyone who wasn't him blood. So, very interesting how those two kind of correlate, in at least that one scene from Harry Potter, to this ideology, how that bigotry even flows into every spectrum of humanoid story. So, but then you have Lionel, who eggs him on and agrees with him because he knows that he's kind of dumb, and will believe Lionel because, well, he's the black guy. He should know things about his own people. Okay, so it was just funny because Lionel likes egging him on. That's kind of their relationship, and Archie is too dumb to realize that Lionel is just messing with him. So he gives blood and sees the sight of the blood and passes out, of course, which is fun. And so maybe he learns a little bit something about the blood, and that all blood is created equal. So with that being said, guys, I hope you like this review. If you do, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If not, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. That's okay, because, well, nobody sees it anyways. So if you want to join the subscriber club, go ahead and hit that little button right over here for me.
Tap it in. Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, taparoo.
And if you're not quite ready for that, there is a video that will be popping up right above it as well. So with that being said, I wanted to thank all my subscribers, and I wanted to thank you guys all for getting this far in the video. We will see you next time. Peace.